UConn defeated Illinois 85-68 in a decisive Final Four clash, securing their place in the NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship. The Huskies wasted no time establishing their intent, with Tristen driving hard to the basket for an opening layup just 15 seconds into the game. Illinois, coming off a high-scoring Elite Eight performance, found themselves immediately on the back foot against UConn's suffocating defense. Donovan asserted his presence in the paint early, blocking 2 shots in the first 3 minutes and grabbing 3 offensive rebounds in the first 5. UConn built an early 10-2 lead, forcing Illinois head coach Brad Underwood to call a timeout just 3:12 into the contest. The Huskies' ball movement was crisp, leading to open looks, and they converted 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts. Stephon Castle added a 3-pointer from the wing at the 16:30 mark, pushing the lead to 13-4 and signaling UConn's offensive rhythm. Illinois struggled to find any consistent offense against UConn's disciplined rotations, committing 4 turnovers in their first 7 possessions. The early deficit put immense pressure on the Illini, who had relied on their offensive firepower throughout March Madness. UConn's initial burst set a tone that Illinois would chase for the remainder of the game, never truly recovering from the early onslaught. The defending champions looked every bit the part, executing their game plan with clinical precision from the opening tip. Illinois entered this Final Four matchup riding a wave of offensive momentum, averaging 92 points per game in their last 3 tournament contests. Their dynamic guard play, particularly from Terrence Shannon Jr., had dismantled defenses. However, UConn's defensive scheme immediately neutralized Illinois' primary threats. Shannon Jr., who had scored 29 points in the Elite Eight, was held to just 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting in the first 10 minutes against relentless pressure from Stephon Castle and Hassan Diarra. The Illini's usual free-flowing offense became stagnant, often resorting to contested mid-range jumpers as the shot clock wound down. UConn's ability to switch effectively on screens and close out on shooters prevented Illinois from finding any rhythm from beyond the arc, where they shot just 2 of 10 in the first half. The Huskies' interior defense, anchored by Clingan, forced Illinois to abandon their usual drives to the basket, resulting in a mere 12 points in the paint in the entire first half. Illinois' bench, which had provided crucial sparks in previous games, contributed only 4 points before halftime, failing to alleviate the pressure on the starters. The stark contrast between Illinois' previous offensive explosions and their struggles against UConn highlighted the Huskies' defensive prowess and their ability to dictate the pace and style of play. This was not the same Illinois team that had carved through the bracket. This was a team facing a defensive wall. The game's decisive stretch unfolded early in the second half, transforming a competitive 7-point UConn lead into an insurmountable advantage. With the score at 45-38 just 2 minutes after the break, UConn unleashed a devastating 14-2 run over the next 4 minutes. It began with a Tristen step-back 3-pointer from the top of the key, extending the lead to 10. On the ensuing Illinois possession, Samson Johnson drew a charge on Marcus Domask, leading to a fast-break dunk by Alex Caraban. Illinois called a timeout, but the momentum had visibly shifted. Out of the timeout, Terrence Shannon Jr. missed a contested layup, and Donovan secured the rebound, leading to another UConn possession. Newton then found Clingan for an alley-oop dunk, pushing the lead to 52-38. Illinois tried to respond with a quick 2-pointer, but UConn answered immediately with a 3-pointer from Cam Spencer, who had been quiet in the first half. The run culminated with a steal by Diarra, leading to a transition layup by Newton, making it 59-40 with 14:12 remaining. This 4-minute explosion saw UConn shoot 6 of 7 from the field, including 3 3-pointers, while Illinois managed only 1 field goal and committed 3 turnovers. The Huskies' relentless pressure and efficient offense during this period effectively broke Illinois' spirit and sealed their fate in the Final Four. Tristen delivered a masterful performance, orchestrating the UConn offense with precision and scoring when it mattered most. He finished with a game-high 25 points on 9 of 15 shooting, adding 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Newton's ability to penetrate Illinois' defense and either finish at the rim or dish to open teammates was a constant problem for the Illini. His leadership was evident in the second-half surge, where he scored 11 of his points and assisted on 3 other baskets during UConn's decisive run. Alongside him, Donovan Clingan was an immovable force in the paint, recording a dominant double-double with 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Clingan's defensive presence altered countless Illinois shots, and his offensive rebounding created crucial second-chance opportunities, contributing to UConn's 42-28 advantage on the glass. For Illinois, Terrence Shannon Jr. struggled to find his rhythm against UConn's suffocating defense, finishing with 18 points but on a less efficient 6-0-19 from the field. Marcus Domask, another key offensive threat for the Illini, was limited to 10 points and committed 5 turnovers, unable to replicate his earlier tournament heroics. The individual matchups were clearly won by UConn's stars, whose consistent execution and defensive intensity proved too much for Illinois' top players to overcome. UConn's dominant 85-68 victory propels them into the national championship game, where they will face the winner of the other Final Four matchup. This performance solidifies their status as the team to beat, showcasing a complete game on both ends of the floor. Their pursuit of back-to-back national titles now stands just 1 win away, a feat not accomplished in men's college basketball since Florida in 2006 and 2007. For Illinois, the loss marks the end of a memorable tournament run that saw them reach the Final Four for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Despite the disappointment, Brad Underwood's squad demonstrated resilience and offensive firepower throughout March, exceeding many preseason expectations. Terrence Shannon Jr. concludes his collegiate career with a deep tournament run, leaving a significant mark on the program. UConn now shifts its focus to preparing for their final opponent, carrying the momentum of a near-flawless performance. The Huskies have won every tournament game by double digits, a testament to their consistent execution. The championship game awaits, with UConn aiming to etch their name further into college basketball history.